All right, everybody. Hello. Happy Monday. This is our first Monday team call. I am so excited to kick off our October team calls this month. And welcome to Team Fit Revolution, because I know that you guys are hopping on our calls this month with Lauren being in Asia, which we are super excited about. We're so happy all of you guys are joining us. So we're stoked. We have a lot of great things that we want to talk about over the next few weeks to help all of you guys with finishing the year strong, really starting off the month strong, and just getting the most out of your business. So we're going to start off though with Core to Force, and I'm super excited to talk about this new program, you guys. And really, Emma and I have done a couple calls together since, we've started doing our team calls together about launches and how it can really help, move your business forward. So we're excited to share the strategy that we've gone through and that works for us. And it's something that really can move your business forward, but you have to be super intentional about it. You have to be on top of it. Like, you can't wait until 1 week before the program comes out to hop on this train. Like, you've got to take advantage of it now. So we are going to give you all the steps, basically everything that you need to really utilize this launch to move your business forward, okay? So let's get to it, you guys. Let me see. I have a little PowerPoint for you. So let me share my screen, get my screen going really quick. Hold on. Screen. Okay, and then I'm gonna have to do this. And then do it again. There we go. Okay, can you guys just give me a thumbs up? Can you see it? Okay, good. Just want to make sure. Awesome. So yeah, you guys, today we are going to be talking all about Core to Force, which is the newest program that is being released by Beachbody. Okay. So like I said at the beginning of this, launches really do have the ability to move your business forward in a big way, really create like this momentum in your business. But there's a huge but, you have to lay the groundwork. You really do. You have to plant a lot of seeds. You really have to be on top of this. You can't just fly by the seat of your pants. You have to have a plan, and you have to stick to it, okay? But the great thing is, we're going to give you all the pieces of the plan, everything that, we feel has helped us with, really using these program launches to move our business forward, okay? And so, you guys, the great thing about this, too, is that the more of you guys that are all on board, the more of the team that's on board with this, and the more that we all kind of work together with promoting Core to Force and really talking about this and making this launch big, it's going to help everybody, right? It's not just going to help you and your business, but it helps bring the entire team volume up, right? It will help the whole team kind of create this momentum. Especially, this is the key. It's perfect timing because this program is being released, 3 months before the end of the year. What do we all know? That the beginning of the year can be a huge, huge momentum boost in your business because people are finally thinking about their health and fitness. People have New Year's resolutions. They want to lose weight, all of that stuff. So if you can take, this Core to Force launch serious and you lay the groundwork, like I said, and you commit to the program, we're going to talk about all this stuff. But if you do this, it's not just going to help move your business forward in November, but it's going to continue on into December and into January and help you have an amazing first of the year. So there's just so many great things about this program and about this launch. And really, the more that you can get on board with it, the more that you can really, like I said, be strategic and intentional about this, the more it's going to help your business. Okay. So let's get into it, you guys. I'm going to start off by just sharing a little bit about this program. First off, like I said, if you haven't done it yourself yet, I really highly, highly recommend at least, if not doing it on Beachbody On Demand tonight after you get off of this call, at least watching it, like Emma said at the beginning, because then you're going to kind of get an idea of what this program is like, okay? So it's created by super trainers Joel Freeman and Jericho McMatthews, and they were both part of Les Mills before Les Mills kind of disbanded from Beachbody. And so Beachbody was like, you know what, we love you guys. We want you to work together on a program. And so that's what they did. So Jericho and Joel are now two of our super trainers, and they have created this amazing program. It is 30 days long, and the workouts range from 30 to 45 minutes a day, okay? And I have done this a couple times, and it kind of reminds me of like kickboxing, but like also, I don't know, it's like a combo type of a thing. So they say it's an explosive mixed martial arts inspired total body workout. Okay, so there's lots of punches and kicks and all that kind of stuff. It's similar, I guess, a little bit to Turbo Fire, if you could compare it to any of the other programs, but it's also very different in that it's not so dancey, I feel like, as Turbo Fire is. You know what I mean? But it's great, you guys. And if anything, you feel like a total badass doing this program. At least I did. Once I kind of got into a rhythm with the punches and the kicks and the rear things and the front things and the rear dips and whatever, I don't even know. I've only done it a couple times, but once you kind of get into the flow with it, you're like, okay, I kind of get it. I know what this move is, and you can put a little bit more energy into it. And I'm telling you, you feel like you are unleashing your inner Ronda Rousey or something. Like you're about to go, like, get in the octagon and beat someone up. I mean, sorry, in the best way possible, but you know what I mean? Like, you just feel like a total badass. I can't say anything else about it. Those of you who have done it, I can't see the chat box, but I'm sure you're like, yes, I feel so epic doing this program. What I really love about this too, you guys, is that since it does have a male and a female trainer, I feel like this is such a great program that spouses can do together, that you can market honestly to men and women, which is really great. To be honest, like, not all of the programs are like that. Like, let's be real. Of course, all the programs are able to be done by, men or women or whatever, but how many dudes? I mean, it's gonna be a little bit harder to get dudes on board with Country Heat versus Core de Force, right? So this is really great because, you know what I mean? It's able to reach a lot more people, I feel like. My husband, actually, he's never done a Beachbody program, but when I showed him the trailer for Core de Force, he was like, okay, I think I might be able to do that one. I was like freaking out when he told me that, because he literally has not done any Beachbody programs, and he would be down to do this because, and I just don't think that it's, I don't know, it's a great one that you can market to both men and women. It's a great workout that anybody can do. There's a modifier on screen as well, which is a great modifier, by the way. I don't know, I think compared to other programs, some of the programs modifier, I'm like, wait, this is a modifier, it's still kind of hard, you know what I mean? But this modifier is actually very low intensity, low impact. So there's always a modifier on screen if you need it. But I really am excited about this program because I feel like it's one that everybody really can promote and talk about. There's no equipment also, which is a really great selling point as well. So I'm pumped for this, you guys, and I can't wait to get my hands on this program. So that's a little bit more about what Core de Force is. And let's see. Okay, so details about the program release. Basically, these are actually all the details that I could get from the FAQ. I don't know the pricing yet on it. They'll probably release it usually like a couple of weeks before. We'll figure out how much the challenge pack price is. I would guess, do not quote me on this, I would just, unless somebody else has found this, I don't know if it's like been posted somewhere, but I would guess it'll be on sale for either $140 or $160, but I'm not totally sure. Please do not hold me to that, okay? But the challenge packs will all be available on October 31st, and the base kits are all going to be available on November 1st, okay? So us coaches, we're not able to get challenge packs. You guys all know that. So the challenge packs will be available for our customers on Halloween, but all of us coaches will be able to get the base kits the next day, November 1st, okay? And then, like I said before, the BOD sneak peek is today, right now, October 3rd. So I really, really, really highly recommend taking a look at that sneak peek, you guys, just looking through the workout and doing it for sure if you're up to it and if you can, okay? But I'm just really pumped. I'm really pumped about this program because I think it really is one that a lot of people can kind of relate to. Like I said, I guess Country Heat is easy to compare to because it was the last program that we had released. But I feel like Country Heat in some programs like aren't necessarily ones that you can market to everybody, but I feel like this one you really could market to almost any of your customers, just because it can be low intensity or it can be high intensity. You know what I mean? It can be good for whatever skill level you're at with your fitness. So yeah, I'm really excited. It comes out end of this month. Okay, guys. Emma, do you have anything else to add about like details or anything about this program? Or I don't see the chat box also, so if you have anything.
I can see the chat box, but no. So Courtney brought up a good point. It is exclusive for Team Beachbody coaches through the month of November, which means it's not going to go on beachbody.com until December. So it's like people can only get it through us as a coach until December. They can't get it anywhere else. And they're giving us a whole month. Usually they only do like 3 weeks. So they're actually giving us more time, I feel like. And then also, I have a friend who does like the Muay Thai type exercise or like thing, and I think this is very similar to that. And so I really think that like it's gonna hit kind of a different market as well, like with people who are into like martial arts type workouts and people who go to like classes for that, and maybe they like can't continue to do classes like that. So this is hitting kind of a different
demographic kind of.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, anyways, yeah.
For sure, yes. And I'm glad you brought that up too, because you'll actually be able to get certified in Core de Force in 2017. So I think they said first quarter 2017 is when they're going to release the certification. So if you,
that's dope.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm super excited. So if you like do Core de Force and you're like, I freaking love this, I want to teach Core de Force classes, you're going to be able to do that.
Liz said that her classes are just like this with a slightly different structure, and now she doesn't have to pay $200 to $300 a month. And that's a super good point too. You can say, hey, my friend was paying $200, like literally you just use Liz's example. Hey, like my friend was paying $200, $300 a month to do exactly what this program is. This is literally saving you so much money every single month.
Yes, I love that.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing that, Liz.
Yes. And use things like that, you guys. Like, use each other's stories to promote and hype this up. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about that, like sharing, success stories from people who are in the test group and everything. But, a lot of times I get people who are like, well, I've never done the program, or, I've never, done this before. Like, how can I promote it? How can I talk about it? Well, use other people's stories, use other people's experiences, and talk about stuff like that. Like Liz sharing about her class, and how much you're going to be able to save. Like, use that. Be like, yeah, just like Emma said, like my friend was paying X amount of money and she's saving this amount now with this new program, being able to do it from home.
And if you really want to get like jiggy with it, times that by 12, see what it is for a year, and then see what it is with Core de Force for a year, and there you go. I think
there you go. That's great. That's so true. I love it. I really think that this is a great opportunity for sure. And just like you said, like with the classes, like you can kind of use that too. You can make this like a virtual, a virtual boot camp from home or something like that. You know what I mean? Like there's so many different ways that you can spin this, you guys. So I'm really excited about it. Okay. So now we're going to get into the 3 simple steps, 3 very important steps when it comes to a successful launch of any new program. Okay. So we're going to go through each of these individually. But the first step is to hype it up, okay? You're going to need to get people excited about the program, you guys, okay? Step 2 is to build your list. Start collecting names of people that are really excited about this program and ready to jump on it and really want to be a part of your test group, okay? And then step 3 is commit to the program. So you're going to want to set a date for your next group and lead by example, okay? So we're going to go a little bit more into all of those individually. Okay, so I'll start off with step 1. So hype it up, you guys. This is super important. You want to plant all of the Core de Force seeds, okay? You are going to want to talk about this program throughout the entire month, okay? From here on out. Now that you guys have all gotten a chance to do the sneak peek, try it out, see what the workout's about, you can feel a little bit more comfortable and confident talking about the program and sharing it on social media, okay? I'm going to tell you this, like BOD has not been around since I was, first got started as a coach. We didn't used to get sneak peeks of the programs when they were launched. You know what I mean? You had to use stock photos and, what the FAQ said about these programs to hype it up. Now you guys actually get to try it out. Oh my gosh, I love it. I freaking love that you get to try out the program so that you can then be, like I said, be confident and share about it, okay? So I really recommend if you have done the Core de Force sneak peek, and I know this already gone by since it's like the end of the day and today is a sneak peek, but recording a video of yourself doing the full workout is great because then you can kind of use bits and pieces of that video of yourself to share about the program, okay? People love new things. People love the newest stuff. A great example is a freaking iPhone, okay? I know that they've like hyped up the new iPhone and they have added new things or whatever, but you guys, like, how much different is the new iPhone from last year's iPhone? Not that much different, but people will freaking wait in line for hours, take time off of work, lose pay for a day to sit outside and wait for the new iPhone to come out. People love new things, okay? But they're not going to be excited about it unless you are. It all starts with you. You've got to make sure that you're being intentional and planting all of the seeds, okay? Oops, here. Emma, was there anything you want to add to this? Well, here, we can kind of go on into like some different ways that you can hype up the Coeur d'Orfort sneak peek. Okay, so you want to take on this one?
Yeah. Okay, so first of all, obviously, doing the Beachbody on-demand sneak peek. And with going through all these things, the one thing that you need to know is consistency is key, which is up at the top. Like, you have to be posting about it consistently every single week until it's here. So post about it at least 1 to 2 times a week and throw it in different posts. Like Alexa said, making shorter videos or like videos taping yourself. Like, I know I'm going to do a boomerang, and you can do, if you remember moves, you could do like boomerang posts and just get fun with it, and also using transformation pictures. But get creative, okay? Like, don't use the stock pictures. Before and afters, yes, but you want to get creative with it, and you want to try and stay away from that stuff. Create an event page and use it like a challenge group. So in there you can post recipes from like the 21 Day Fix. You could even, since you have Beachbody on Demand, you could even like take a video of the Fix A cooking show on Beachbody on Demand and then post it in that event page, kind of like this is what's on Beachbody on Demand. You can give them a glimpse of that. You can post a test group before and afters, clips of the workouts, and then count down to the launch date in that event group. So that's like a place where you can invite people to kind of get an idea of what it is. And also you can post, I'm sure you could even post I'm sure there's YouTube videos or like a video on exactly what it is. And obviously the FAQ has everything that you need more to figure out more. But yeah, I mean, just really be consistent with it. You don't want to just post about it one time and assume that everyone's going to see your post, because that's not the case. Like, you have to just like anything with growing, Snapchat or, your Instagram or Facebook, you have to consistently post, things and it happens over a period of time. So don't just do it the week before and expect like 20 people to join your group. You got to really be talking about it consistently, because the more people see it in their head, in their face, the more they're going to wonder, the more they're going to want to ask.
Yep. And the more excited they're going to get because you're excited about it too. You know what I mean? Another thing that I remembered while you were talking, Emma, an idea of how you can post about it is doing like a move of the day or something. I remember a lot of people were doing that when, I don't know, one of the programs came out and people were doing move of the day. And this is great because, you're doing all the different, the jabs and the right hooks and the crosses and the rear knee, switch knee, you know what I mean? So like you could do like show different moves that are involved or like incorporated into Coeur d'Orfort. There's so many different things. You've just got to sit down and get a little creative with it, you guys. Maybe, you pair up with some other coaches and you guys can think of some different ways and different posts that you can do to be consistently talking about Coeur d'Orfort. That's not just like, Coeur d'Orfort is coming, like with the stock picture, just like Emma said, okay? Because that's like the easy way out, is to just keep posting stock pictures and say how excited you are, right? But like if you really want this to, be big for you, you've got to kind of get outside the box, talk about it, different ways, and, really use that event page like Emma talked about.
And then you can even go live.
Yeah.
To talk about your next challenge group, go live about the Coeur d'Orfort test group that you guys are going to be running, and talk about your story with challenge groups and how challenge groups has completely changed your life, and talk about the upcoming challenge group that you're doing. Like, really take advantage of Facebook Live if you haven't been, and even Snapchat. I mean, don't just talk about it on Snapchat. You want to use Snapchat as like your personal life too. But like Facebook Live is a great way. And even if you're not comfortable with going completely live, you can go live in your event page as well.
Yep. So I love going live in event pages just because it's a great way to like get the event spread out as well. It kind of promotes the event for you, because people who are attending your event maybe are hopping on and commenting, and then that gets into all of their friends' news feeds, right? It's just a great way to kind of like push your event out into, get new eyes on your event. So I think that's great. Utilizing Facebook Live, going live in the event page, all that kind of stuff. There's so many different ways now, you guys. Like, once again, I'm not trying to be like back in my day, because we're not even been like coaches that long, but like we didn't have Facebook Live back when we first started, and like 21 Day Fix came out, and all of these like OG programs that it's been a while, you know what I mean? Like there's so many different ways now that you can be creative and talk about the program, okay? So step 2, you guys, build your list. So you're going to want to create an application on Google Forms. I say Google Forms. I just love Google Forms because it's linked to Gmail. You know what I mean? It's linked to Google Drive. I like using Google Forms better. But there's also, websites like SurveyMonkey that you can create a form or an application. But you need to create some sort of an application for it and blast that ish. Okay? Share that that test group email, or sorry, not email, URL everywhere, okay? You can create a custom URL for your form on either tinyurl.com or bit.ly.com. So, for example, like I created my quarter force application. Well, I'll show you a screenshot of it after this, but I created my application, and you know how you create forms on Google. It's like google.com/FYBX whatever, all this like crazy numbers. I just copy that URL. I go to bit.ly.com, BITLY.com, and I create a custom URL. So I usually will change it. What I did change it to was CDF. So it's bit.ly.com/CDF with Alexa. Right? Quarter force, CDF with Alexa. So that way it's like a little bit easier for people to then like type it in, you know what I mean? So that you can share that URL. But, every time that you're posting about this program, make sure that you're including the link to your form, okay? And letting people know if you're interested at all in trying out this program with me, if you're ready to finish off this year strong with me, apply and get some more information about this program, apply here and share that link, okay? Like we said before, don't wait until it's out to talk about it. Start planting those seeds and make sure that you have that form and that link on every single one of your quarter force posts, okay? I would even recommend putting it in your Instagram bio if you are, someone who uses Instagram a lot, and if you want to, use that to promote it, but just make sure that you're constantly sharing that link, okay, you guys? And this is a little screenshot, and just because I already know you guys just so well that you're going to say, but Alexa, can I see what your form looks like? And can I get these questions and blah, blah, blah? Guess what? I already put it all into a folder for you guys. I put this image in here and I put a sample form so you guys can literally copy and paste and create this yourself. Okay. Isn't that awesome? So here's just an example though. You can actually put videos. Did you guys know this? You can put a video at the top of your form. So on the top of my form, I have the 1 minute quarter force little, commercial, I guess you could call it, right at the top here. So people can watch the video for quarter force right before they apply to join my test group. Okay. So, create a form, create an application of some sort so that you can start to build your list now. Okay. This is basically just a way for you to build your email list, find out who the people are that are really interested in this group. And I love forms also because it helps you weed out the people that are like, that actually want to do this. People are going to take the time to go and fill out a form. Obviously that doesn't guarantee that they're going to commit and join your group, but there are people who are going to go to that form and be like, nah, that's too much work. I'm not even going to fill that out. You know what I mean? Like if people aren't even going to fill out a form, then you know that they're not going to be committed in the group. So it's a way for you to really start to weed out the people who are actually interested, wanting to work with you, wanting to commit to this program. Okay. Emma, was there anything else that you wanted to add when it comes to, I think that was it with this stuff. Oh, okay. And then here's the post I did, but here, I'll come back to that. But did you want to add anything about just the forms for the test groups?
Yeah. I like Google Forms as well. I used to use SurveyMonkey, but I like how it goes into a document for Google Forms. It's just so much easier to navigate. Yeah. And when you told me you already created a Google folder, I was like, yeah.
Yes.
You're awesome.
I already know you guys, okay? And
everyone in the chat box is like, woo!
Good. Yes, I knew you guys would want that. And also, and I'll go into that actually when we get to that slide. But here, I did a post, you guys. This is a post that I did about quarter force last week. And I don't have my URL. This is bad, but that was because this was before I made my test group form. I should go back and edit this and put my link in there. But do different types of posts. Like this is literally, just me punching the screen, but I'm just talking about how excited I am for this program. Okay. So I'm going to be doing different types of posts. I'm going to be planning on planting the seed at least twice a week. Okay, you guys, like in different ways though. So it's not just like core de force in people's face, but there's so many different ways that you can share about this program, get excited about it. Okay, so this is just one example, but I just talked about how excited I did and how I just did the sneak peek, and I felt like I was freaking Ronda Rousey, and I was taking fools down in my octagon, right? Or UFC reference there. My husband is kind of transformed me into a UFC fan. Isn't that crazy? Okay, anyways, I'm getting off track. But you guys, you can seriously post about this and do so many different, clips of the workout. Like we said, test group before and afters, all that kind of stuff. Okay, get creative with it. But share that link. Like I said, at the very bottom, make sure that you are always constantly sharing the link to your form so people can reach out to you. And here are just a couple examples, but like I said, you guys, share test group results. And I know what you're going to say, but Alexa, who are the test group results? I don't have them. Well, in that same folder that I have the form, we also put in a bunch of test group before and afters for you. OMG. Yeah, that's right. So you guys are going to have a bunch of before and after photos that you can start to share, plant the seed for this program, okay? I got these from the wall, and all these people have already said, yes, it's okay. We want, the network to share our results, okay? So start to plant the seed, like I said, and talk about this, okay? And showing results is one of the best ways that you can do it. And even if you don't necessarily personally know these coaches, I mean, you guys, like, I don't know, I think that we're all part of the same team. We're all part of Team Beachbody, so I'm like, look at this kick-ass coach, like another coach that is just killing it, you know what I mean? Just people need to know that you don't necessarily know them, but just talk about how they're, another coach working on their goals just like you, and how like amazing their results were with core de force, okay? But there's tons of examples and before and afters that you can start to plant the seed and share. But all this does is show belief and build that belief in this program with people, okay? And it just shows people that this works, you know what I mean? And that I can tell you right now that before and afters are some of the best ways for you to advertise your challenge groups, okay? It doesn't have to be your before and after, but just showing people like this is somebody who just followed this plan, followed this workout and this nutrition plan and got results. I feel like that is such a great way to advertise, okay? Okay, and I just have to share this, you guys, because this is like pretty much the most important thing you need to take away. Okay, none of this extra stuff, all these great ideas and things that we're giving you to like hype up the program and to, make this launch work, none of this is going to do jack squat if you're not having the conversations. Okay, so don't think that just creating an event page and posting before and afters and making an application is going to be enough. Okay, because it's not. You still have to be doing the basics, which is talking to people. Okay, you can't just don't think that all of this stuff is going to do the work for you. All of this stuff is just going to kind of help you so that when you do get into the conversations, you have more people to talk about. You can kind of, or not talk about, but more people that you can talk to and bring into your funnel to discuss joining your core de force group. Okay, so just remember that. This is like seriously the most important part, because I think it's so easy to take the fun stuff in this business, the fun part, like creating the forms and, doing the posts and, creating the event pages and all of that stuff and making headers and footers and all that shit. That's the fun stuff. But the not fun stuff, like the talking to people, the starting conversations, the inviting, a lot of people tend to try and shy away from that part. But you got to realize that is like the most important piece of the puzzle. None of this will work unless you have that piece of the puzzle in there, okay? So it's so easy, you guys. Just share. Make this a part of your plan on how you're going to end the year strong and start 2017 on the right track, okay? That's what I'm doing. I am so excited about this program. I need a new program right now. Like, I love Country Heat. Like I said, I love it, but it didn't really give me that like kick in the ass that I needed. That's what this program is providing for us, that kick in the butt that all of us need to finish the year stronger than we started. So I'm excited. I'm going to tell people like, this is my plan. I haven't necessarily gotten as great of results as I've wanted this year, but I'm going to end 2016 stronger than I started with core de force. Who is joining me? It's all just about sharing your story, sharing your journey and what you're doing, and inviting people to jump on the train with you. Either they're going to jump on and they can come along with you, or you're just going to keep moving forward. But you just got to remember that you can't just let all this extra stuff do the work for you. You've got to make sure that you're having the conversations, okay? So what I'm really doing, you guys, is I'm still going to be starting my conversations, like I said. But when I talk to people, I'm going to be letting them know, like, I'm super excited. There's a brand new program coming out. I don't know if this would be, you know what I mean, like up your alley or whatever, but I'm running this kick-ass group. It's going to rock. We're going to be doing personal development and working through this brand new program together. And, you know, everybody in this group is going to finish 2016 stronger than we started. Like, do you want to join us? Just talk about that. Create it, make it part of your plan. And that way it's easy to share because you're saying, hey, this is just what I'm doing. Who wants to come with me? You know what I'm saying? Emma, I saw you like doing the thumbs up. Did you want to add anything else to that? I know you probably do. You probably have some thoughts.
No, yeah. I mean, going back to the conversations, also, like, if you guys are having any free groups this month, this is another great thing to do. Even like in your free groups, with giving them the opportunity to try Beachbody on demand. So they kind of already get a sense of Beachbody on demand. And then you can talk to them about Core to Force coming out on how this is a new program. You're running a test group. You would love to have everyone a part of it. Because they've gone through the free group, you know, they're going to love the clean eating and the accountability and the support and everything. So, but make sure you're having those conversations because, like Alexa said, and I don't know if we're going to talk about this, but like when people fill out that form, and maybe we can talk about this, I personally just ask like what their goals are, like when they want to. And I used to do like a huge, like, you know, like email template and stuff. And I still have like a script that I use, but I kind of switch it up for everyone. Maybe we can talk about that later. But I think that's another good thing to talk about. Just kind of where to go from there. Mm-hmm. Because I think conversations are so vital with the success of our business.
Yeah. So. No, I totally agree. And no, that's a really good thing to talk about. You know, I really just use that form to kind of, number one, like add a sense of like, I don't want to say like professionalism, I guess professionalism to the group, right? Because they have to apply. They can't just like join, right? But number two, it kind of adds this sense of urgency. You know what I mean? I try and let people know, like, I'm only taking 10 people for this exclusive test group. You know what I mean? Or whatever you want to, however you want to spin it. But so, you know, I'm taking applications now. And so what I do is I just kind of use it to, you know, bring new people, new prospects in. And then just like Emma said, what I personally will do is just go kind of right into that 5-step invite process. You know what I mean? I will look and, you know, on the form, ask them what their goals are and all that kind of stuff. But then, you know, yeah, just go right in. Be like, I saw that you had these goals. Like, let's talk more about this and see if this program and this group is going to be a good fit for you. And then, you know, it's not anything special. It's not anything different. Just go right into that 5-step invite process that you guys know works. But, you know, using that form is just kind of like a way for you to attract people to, you know, to you and to the group. And then, you know,
like a place where everyone is, right? So, you know, like, you know, everyone that wants to be a part of this group. And yeah, exactly. Like I feel like sometimes we overthink these things. And I know I used to send out like this bulk email that like gave a bunch of description, but I think that the form really helps kind of take that out of it. So you don't have to send like a bunch of information all at once. You have their goals right there where you can go in and say, you know what, like something might be a better fit. And that's okay. And that's what I want you guys to understand too, is it might be a better fit for someone, but honestly, if they're wanting to do Core to Force, they're going to want to do Core to Force. And that's okay. I think it's for everyone. And I don't know when you guys were doing it, the modifier is awesome. She's going at a completely slower pace. It makes you feel like the pressure's off. You don't have to be perfect. Like, I really feel like that's so important for people, especially with workouts, because sometimes the programs can look like too good to be true in a way, or like perfect. And I love that she was just taking her time, and the more you know about this, the more it's going to come off confidently in your conversations as well. So that's why we're giving you this call now, because we want you guys to be confident in the conversations as you're having them over this next month.
Yes, exactly. Thank you for touching on that. Okay, you guys, last step. Number 3 is commit to the program. Okay, this is basically being a product of the product, that vital behavior that we all know is a part of, you know, the vital process, okay? You need to lead by example. And not only that, but help your challengers get the most amazing results with Core de Force, okay? So if you lay the groundwork now, and if you are consistent and you first and foremost commit to this program and get results with it, like I said at the beginning, you guys, the momentum from this launch isn't going to just be for the month of November. It's going to carry into December and into the new year. And the new year is just a whole other wave of momentum, right? So you really are, you guys, this is an opportunity for you to set yourself up for some major success over the next few months. And the best thing that you can do is start by being a product of the product, committing to this program, and doing it yourself, okay? Set a date for your test group. Okay, figure that out ASAP. And like I said before, get creative with it. You know, like I talked about at the beginning, you know, maybe you do a couples challenge. I know a bunch of people did that with, what program was that? Something else came out and everybody was doing couples challenges with it.
Hammer and chisel, I think.
Yes, hammer and chisel. That's right. You're right. So, you know, this is another great one that I feel like you could do a couples challenge. You can do a badass boot camp, right? I'm going to show you guys what I'm planning on doing to make my test group fun. Make it exclusive, okay? Like I talked about, you know, set a limit. Say, I'm only taking 10 people. You know, fill out an application here if you're interested in joining. Just make it sound exclusive and exciting, because it is. You know what I mean? This is a brand new program. Nobody has done this that's, you know, not in the test group yet. So, you know, the more that you pump this up, the more awesome that you make this, more excited people are going to be. And once you set the date for your test group, then you know what you're inviting people to, okay? So set that date for sure. Get that on your calendar and think about what kind of a challenge are you going to run? How are you going to make this challenge group amazing, you guys, okay? And here, this is what I'm planning on
one
doing.
thing really quick?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I just want to say one thing that Alexa and I have been doing, or like we've been keeping each other accountable for. We've been having our one-on-one calls again, which I'm really proud of us for, by the way, because we have been success partners for a while. We kind of got off track with doing our one-on-one calls every week. Anyways, we've been talking about setting up our monthly plan for like the next 2 months or like the rest of the year. And it's been so nice to just kind of sit down and like have your calendar and have this like month planned out so you know like what's coming up. And I highly suggest doing that for yourself as well. Even if we haven't given you a calendar specifically of the things coming up, just make one for yourself, and get things that are on there. So yeah, just make sure you have that date set so that you know when you want prep week to start, everything.
Yes. And I'm glad you brought that up, Emma, because I actually just did a video and I put it on my YouTube, I believe. I'm double check if I didn't. No, I'm pretty sure I did. All about planning out the next 3 months of your business and how to plan out your challenge groups and how to kind of reverse engineer when to start promoting and talking about them and all that kind of stuff. Okay. So go check out my YouTube page. I'm the only Alexa Luckenbach on YouTube. So just type my name in, you'll get to my YouTube channel, and I have a video on there on how to do that. But just like Emma said, I mean, it takes time, you guys, but the more that you can plan and be intentional and put this stuff on your calendar before you do it, instead of just trying to figure it out as you go, I'm telling you, it's going to be a night and day difference in how much more prepared you feel, how much more successful you're going to be able to promote this program. Okay. So
Anna Vargas said you posted it in the team page and it was super helpful.
Oh, good. Yeah. See, I can't even freaking remember what I'm doing with my life.
And then Lindsay Hope said I watched that yesterday and plan my next 3 months. So clearly it's good. I haven't watched it yet. You can watch it as well. But go watch it because 2 people have already seen it.
Yeah, good. I was like, I swear I posted it. I could not remember. I'm pretty sure. I was like, I'm pretty sure I put that on YouTube. Okay, good. I'm so glad it was helpful, you guys.
Right?
I can't keep my life straight. But I'm curious though. The more that you, like, I'm telling you, the minute that I got all of that stuff on paper and I like reverse engineered like when I needed to promote and this, that, and the other thing, like I was like, oh my gosh, I have a plan. I know exactly what I need to do. And it's the same thing with Core de Force, you guys. Take out a calendar for the month of October and pick out 2 days a week or 1 day a week, whatever you plan on doing, that you're going to post about Core de Force, and write that in. Write CDF 2 times a week, 2 days a week. Okay. And then underneath each of your CDF, you know, each day that you wrote CDF, write a different type of post that you can use to promote. Maybe the first one is a before and after. The next one is a screenshot of you doing the program. Maybe the next one is a video clip. Maybe the next one is a move of the day. Write all of that stuff out on your calendar so that you literally have a social media game plan on how you're going to promote this program. And then you don't get to October 30th and you're like, oh shit, I haven't posted about Core de Force in 3 weeks, right? That is how you this is how you, don't drop the ball on this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Because it's very easy to do, you guys. If you aren't being intentional and planning it out ahead of time, I'm telling you, you're going to blink an eye and it's going to be October 31st and the program's going to be out and you're going to be like, wait, I didn't even post about this one time. I totally dropped the ball. I've done it myself. I'll tell you, I will be totally honest. There have been launches where I've been super on top of it, and then there's launches that I'm not on top of it at all, and I dropped the ball, and guess what? It doesn't do anything. It's literally like just any old month. You know what I mean? So, but it can drive your business forward and bring some serious momentum and excitement into your business if you're on top of this. So just know that it's going to start with planning. So set a date for that test group. Write out what days you are going to post about Core de Force, and then write out what kind of a post you're going to do underneath each one. Make them all different if you can. If not, at least, only repeat the type of post once, right? But that way you literally have a game plan in front of you and you'll know exactly when to post. Then go through and maybe put in an event on your calendar on your phone and say Core de Force before and after today, or Core de Force, screenshot of me today. Core de Force, what am I talking about? Clip from the workout today or whatever, you know what I mean? And set all of those in your calendar, you guys. I'm telling you, you can't be too prepared. You can't plan too much. The more intentional you are and the more that you're ahead of this, the more, I just really think the more successful you're going to be. Okay. So, like I said, you guys, well, if you haven't already, make sure you watch the calls that we did last month on running an effective challenge group, okay? Because we give you so many great ideas on how you can really make your challenge groups great. But the more that you can help your challengers get results with Core de Force, like I said, that is what's just going to push your business forward, not just in November, but December, January, February, right? Because then you'll be able to share not only your results, but your challengers' results. And it just is a snowball effect from there, okay? So what I'm planning on doing, though, is I'm going to do a badass boot camp in November. And it's going to be required that everybody is going to be reading You Are a Badass. I'm going to be rereading it myself. It's one of my top 3 favorite books of all time. It's amazing. And I love it. And I haven't read it in a while, so I'm going to read it again with everybody. But I'm going to incorporate You Are a Badass with Core de Force. And it's going to be a badass boot camp. And you know what I mean? I'm excited. I haven't planned out all my content yet, but I'm just going to try and make this, just channeling your inner badass and working on self-esteem and self-confidence and, you know what I mean? Bringing that in. And then of course with Core de Force, you just feel like a freaking badass, when you're doing it. So, that's what my plan is. I'm still working on creating all my content, like I said, but I'm getting creative. I'm going to really, you guys, I don't even have this group for another month and a half, but I'm planning my content for it now because it's going to take time to create quality content, right? Plan your stuff ahead. Don't wait until the day that your test group starts. Be like, okay, well, shoot, let me figure out what the hell I'm going to be posting for the next month, right? This is the type of stuff I'm talking about. The more that you can be ahead of it, the more time you can give yourself to really be creative and think about this and, put some real work into your groups, the better that they're going to be, okay? Emma, anything else that you wanted to add to this?
No, but there's a few questions.
Okay.
Is there an easy way to find the link to all the effective challenge group calls?
You know what, if you go, once again, sorry, not trying to promote my YouTube page, but I actually put all of those calls into a playlist on YouTube. I could just post it actually. If you want me to, I will post it after this in the, in Team Fit Revolution, and I'll post it in my team page also. And Emma, you can share it in your team page or whatever. But, I have it all on a playlist. So all of those calls are in one playlist on YouTube. I think that's probably the easiest way. I don't know if Lauren put one together, but I'll share the one that I did. It's public on YouTube, or you can go to my page, my YouTube page, and you'll see it there under playlists.
Miley, this will be posted too when the calls, the recording is posted or up.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I love it.
Any other questions I'm missing in the chat box?
No, that was it so far.
Okay, perfect. Well, I mean, that's about as much as I got for you guys, but I really love this. I went and grabbed this picture from the Core de Force Facebook page, and I just thought it was perfect. It said, "The road to success is covered in sweat." And I felt like that was really applicable to this whole process that we just went over, right? The road to success is covered in sweat. It means the road to success is going to require some serious work and effort, and you're going to have to sweat, and you're going to have to push yourself, right? And push yourself outside of your comfort zone, maybe not do the things that are most convenient, but that's how you reach success in your business, by doing the work, by laying the groundwork, okay? Not just with the program, but with your business, with your life, you guys. The road to success is covered in sweat, okay? So commit to it, though. We all have the same opportunity. I'm so glad that we were able to get on top of this call in time for you all to be able to take this information and make October amazing. You all have the road in front of you, and you're going to be able to make it happen, but you got to put in the work. You got to be intentional. You got to plan. Don't just kind of keep this in your back of your head and hope that you remember to make sure you're posting. Like I said, plan ahead of time. You know, be intentional. Put all this stuff into action that we give you. And you guys, I'm telling you, this is going to create this really big boost of momentum. That's, like I said, it's going to be so much further than just November, okay? It can really drive your business forward. And like I said, if you're somebody who's totally on top of Core de Force and loving this program, and you share it and you build that momentum through the new year, you can even hop on the certification train when that becomes available and even just continue on that way, okay? So, Emma, was there anything else that you wanted to add? I mean, I think that's pretty much it, you guys. That is really, you know, the game plan. And you can apply this, honestly. If you guys have been on any of our calls that we've done about launches before, you'll know, here, I'll stop the screen share. You'll know that this isn't really that much different from other launches that we've done, right? Like, this is a similar kind of formula. It's because it works. But it's all about the more intentional that you can get, the more organized that you can get, the more on top of it that you'll be, and the more creative that you can get. I feel like the better that this launch will be for you and your business. So I really hope this was helpful for you guys. I promise I will share that folder, the link to the folder with all the resources in it. And then also we'll make sure to share the link to the challenge group series call. Emma, did you want,
before people start jumping off, let's get a picture really quick. There's 2 pages though.
Yeah, let's get a picture. Okay, hold on one second. But was there anything else that I missed that you wanted to add? Is that good? Did we cover everything?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Awesome, you guys. Okay, let me pull up my thing. Hold on.
I can take a picture too.
Oh yeah, okay, you do it. I don't ever remember what the keyboard thing is.
Okay, smile. There's 2 pages, so just smile and I'll tell you when to stop smiling. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. Okay, wait. Hold on. Let's do one more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then hold on, one more page. I didn't see it here the first time. 1, 2, 3. Wait, hold on. Liz. The thing popped up in my, it's gonna show in the picture. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, we good.
Cool.
Sorry, that was like the longest time to take a picture ever, but that's okay. Does anyone have any questions? Please ask or was that helpful? I hope this was helpful for you guys to kind of plan out, and we will post the calls that we talked about and stuff in the team pages. And then I also said we'll put you didn't see this, Alexa, but maybe in Team Revolution, since we're both admins, either you could just add it as like a file so it's easiest to find the drive instead of it like popping down, you know, in the screen or whatever. Maybe just like a Core de Force, like a file in Team Revolution.
Perfect. So. Yep, and I'll put the link to this call as well so people can access the recording of the call as well as the resource folder. I will do that as soon as we get off.
Perfect.
Awesome. All right, I'm going to stop the recording. Thank you.